I've been sitting here for half an hour thinking what should I say about content despite having like 700 plus folders in my notes app, like what to say, how to say, topics, and everything. I'm still confused, and even when I'm going through all these notes, I'm just thinking like, what would I say? Like it has become blank, and finally I thought like, okay, I'll just start recording, and something came up my mind that what I learned in the past, the recent past, I thought let me just share that thing. So it's only recently I started to read books and newspapers, and what I really understood is like most of what are shown in TV is basically biased or agenda driven, mostly in news. And even in the movies, not every movies, but in some movies, there is agenda in everything. And what you really see, apart from books and newspaper, it's all it doesn't make sense at all unless you read things. So when I started reading things, I just got to know what is the underlying message of what's been happening. So in TV media, what they say is just what had happened, who had come, big names, big controversial things. That is all. But when you start to read the newspaper, you understand that why they had said, like who's, I mean, the real face behind who they are, and everything's just, it just feels like uh, you become like self-aware of what's happening around. All of a sudden, just read for 1 week or something. I read in the laptop itself. Uh, I initially I just got a free trial of a week or so for the Hindu, and other paper there was like 3 months of trial pack or something. So I just tested like let me see 1 week, and I did, and it was like something opening up for me. Like especially if you need to know the English, if you want to improve your English and all the vocabulary, it's best you read Hindu. And even though I personally feel Hindu is the best because they put both sides of the stories, and also the editorials, their idea, like how much have they seen like since their journal life, right? So they put everything, and I feel it's the most credible newspaper in India. So yeah, even though there are other newspapers having so much of extra trials and all this, I tested both before buying, and also the Hindu is little more costlier than other things, but it's worth it if you really want to improve your language and to be aware about all these words. So it's best. Also, I started to read books, so that really opened up my mind, like whatever questions I had since my childhood, and even the day-to-day things, what we feel like, frustrated about why are things working this way, all those things, right? We just really get the idea about why it has happened. I was very curious about what is it about the books people are saying like we should read books, read books, read books. I just ask my even call my friends and ask my friends what is it about the books, like why do they prefer to read books, and they say like it's so interesting, it keeps you hooked and all those things, but really what exactly is there to get hooked? So then I realized it's the real information, not the one we are seeing on TV. It's all, I mean, controlled, mostly controlled by someone. But talking about books, it's individual person's mind and what he had really gone through. You're seeing what a real person had gone through. You know, unlike what the agenda is, showing you on TV and all the stuffs. Nobody, books are not controlled. That is the one of the biggest advantage of books. So you'll really know what exactly how it is. So yeah, I bought two books. One is that one and one is below that. So yeah, that's all about it. I think this is enough for today, and tomorrow we'll just say something about my learnings. Bye bye. I'll just share something about my learnings.